I don't know if I'm showing my age or if you guys are old enough to remember when Dr. Dre and Death Row was beefing with Easy E. And when Easy E dropped one of his diss records for Dr. Dre, he started off the song by repeating a line from Dr. Dre to use it against him. And it said, "Here's what they think of you." And he just kept repeating it. "Here's what they think of you. Here's what they think of you." Where Mickey Loomis and Dennis Allen, here's what they think of you. You let Justin Simmons come into your building in California, not even our real building, but he came to our building in California. You wine and dine him. You try to pursue him, a hot date, right? He left your building. He went to your rival, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons had, up to that point, no interest in Justin Simmons. He went to the Atlanta Falcons, and he signed with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's what they think of you. It used to be sacrilegious to think that a free agent would pick the Atlanta Falcons over the New Orleans Saints, but shout out to the Falcons. I know that's a commandment in this shit more than a commandment to say don't support the Falcons or don't prop up the Falcons, but they must be doing something well to get free agents to pick them over the New Orleans Saints. And let me preface this right quick by saying we're not going to be here long, folks. This is just an emergency pod. The Saints in 2024, honestly, we may not need Justin Simmons, okay? Now, would it have been great to have him? Absolutely. Absolutely. Him and Tyrann Mathieu together would have been awesome. Hell, the way our offense looks, we probably need an elite defense to hold opponents to 7 points or less so we can win games this year. But the Saints, in all reality, probably we don't need Justin Simmons. He would have been a damn good luxury to have, given that our offense is not the most inspiring right now. But it's the optics. It's when you are the first team to call Justin Simmons and say, "Hey, come on, we're going to fly you out. VIP, private jet. Come to California. Come wine and dine with our defensive stalwarts. Come wine and dine with Mickey Loomis. Come wine and dine with Dennis Allen. And let's talk about how you can come on our team and be a part of something special." And you let him leave the building, and then the Atlanta Falcons, the little brother that they are, say, "Oh, look what the Saints are doing. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should sign Justin Simmons. Come on down, Justin." And they were able to close the deal, unlike the New Orleans Saints. Here's what they think of you, New Orleans Saints. You got a man, an all-pro safety, choosing the Atlanta Falcons over your team. The fan base is already low in morale right now. The fan base is the lowest it's been since the 1990s. And this ain't going to help. Mickey Loomis, this is not going to help. It looks bad. It's one thing. It's one thing that the Falcons just signed Justin Simmons on their own merit, right? Like the Falcons traded for Matthew Judon yesterday. And that's one thing. It's like, okay, you know, good for them. They're making moves. They're in a win now mode with Kirk Cousins. That doesn't affect us too much. I mean, it's going to affect us when he's putting Trevor Penning on his ass, but it's like, whatever. Like, good for the Falcons. Like, of course, teams are going to make moves to try to improve themselves. But when you had a free agent in your building and you wine and dine him first, and then you let him leave, and the reports say, "Oh, we're just going to wait it out. We're going to see what happens because we don't want to give Justin Simmons a multi-year deal. This is a 1 year, prove it, or 1 year, we're all in. Let's just try to see what can happen in 1 year, and then we'll talk in the future type thing." Same thing we did with Chase Young. When you let that happen, and then he goes and signs with the Falcons, then it's a problem. Then it's a bad look for your franchise. As delusional, as stupid, as silly as it may sound, the Falcons are our rival, and we take no loss against them with ease. That was a loss that we took against the Falcons. They're already on Twitter dancing on our graves. Now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. Don't get it wrong, okay, y'all? The Falcons are going to do one thing, and that's Falcon. All right, so I'm actually kind of, in a twisted way, okay and happy that they got Justin Simmons and Matthew Judon and they got Kirk Cousins and they're all bucked up about 2024 because since 2018, the Falcons fans have been ghosts. They've been ghosts. I've had to have the Buccaneers fans entertain me while we wait for the Falcons fans to come out their grave. Well, they out their grave now, and the first stop they made was to the Saints' grave. And they dancing on the Saints' grave. But one thing about the Falcons is that the Falcons are going Falcon. The Falcons are going Falcon. So it's going to be even sweeter when the Falcons Falcon this year because Lord knows the past few years the fans were just like Saints fans right now. Like they were into it, but they really wasn't into it, right? So, but when your fan base is actually excited and bucked up like we were last year, that bottomless pitfall, it hurts. It hurts when we got butt up for Derek Carr and we realized once again that we wasn't shit. It's going to be joyous to watch the Falcons get their hopes up, their fans, and at some point, maybe it happens in early September, maybe it happens in October. Maybe we got to play the long game and wait for them to choke in the playoffs. But at some point, you can mark this down. If the algorithm thinks the dumbass Falcons fans to my channel, so be it. Bookmark this. Screenshot it. Chop it up. At some point in 2024 or early 2025, the Falcons will Falcon, and it's going to be joyous to dance on their grave. Because this time their fans are actually hyped up. This time their fans are already in people's mentions on Saints fans' Twitter saying, look at us, look at us. Have at it, Falcons fans. Have at it. Y'all haven't had shit to cheer about since 2017, so have at it. But we ain't worrying necessarily about that right now. We're focused in-house on our problems. The Saints have to say we don't worry about the outside noise. So you know what? I'm going to shut down that outside noise of the Atlanta Falcons and talk about the New Orleans Saints. Because again, it is from an optics standpoint how bad it looks when you wine and dine a free agent and he chooses the Falcons days after being wine and dine for you. That man used us for a free meal. That man used us for a free meal and a free trip to California so he could go walk on the Hollywood Walk of Fame or something. That man used us. That man used us like a teenage girl using some nerd at the prime to try to make the football jock jealous because she really wants his attention. That man, Justin Simmons, used us to get the Falcons' attention. How low have we sunk? How low have we sunk? Now, I'm going to be honest again because, yes, there's going to be some, the optimist Saints fans that say this guy, Jono's an idiot, or he's being, he's yelling at the camera and ran for what? For what? You're damn right. For what? Because I would even say, does Justin Simmons make the Saints a playoff team? That should have been the yes or no question on if you really wanted Justin Simmons. Because for Saints fans, a lot of us are at least saying or verbalizing that we don't believe in Dennis Allen and Derek Carr no matter who we sign, right? So it's like, okay, well, if we don't believe that Dennis Allen and Derek Carr are going to be shit, then why would we want to sign Justin Simmons? Think about that, because I'm of that same boat. Like when it comes to a logic standpoint, I'm like, you know what? I don't believe in Dennis Allen. I don't not believe in Derek Carr. I just know that he's an average quarterback. He's never going to be great. He's never going to be worse. He's just going to be an average quarterback. So my logic is, why would we go all in on the Justin Simmons when I don't see us going anywhere as a team, even with Justin Simmons? So hell, why would I want more talent on the team to possibly save the job of Dennis Allen or Derek Carr, right? That's how y'all should, I would imagine, feel if you are all in on saying that you don't want Dennis Allen for the future. You don't want Derek Carr in 2025. You don't want Dennis Allen in 2025. Well, you can't say you don't want Dennis Allen and Derek Carr in 2025, and you want Dennis Allen to get fired, and then turn around and say, but I want Justin Simmons. Well, is it Uchi Wadi or is it one Mike? What do you want? Do you want the Saints to bottom out? Are you all in on us rebuilding and restarting? Or do you still want to kick that carrot, with the carrot and with the hearts, and we just keep saying, oh, we're going to get that carrot eventually. We're going to get that. You got to make up your mind, Saints fans. Do you want to bottom out, or do you want to keep going for this goddamn vaulted playoff spot that Mickey Loomis has been chasing since Sean Payne and Drew Brees has left? Signing Justin Simmons is saying that you want to go after that playoff spot if you're a fan. I am saying the optics from it looks bad of Justin Simmons picking the Falcons over us. I can come down, excel from my this shit more than the game more than realize, hey, this is probably best for the Saints long term because, God damn it, we don't believe in Dennis Allen. We don't believe that Derek Carr is ever going to be elite and take us anywhere of prominence. So shit, why keep trying to kick that can down the road when we can hopefully, let this be the last year of them? And I'm not saying I'm cheering for us to be bad this year. I would love. Prove me wrong, Dennis. Prove me wrong, Derek. I've been saying it for 4 years now with you, Dennis. Or for 3 years with you, Dennis. Prove me wrong. Make me apologize, goddammit. Make me apologize. Win games. I want y'all to win games. I'm cheering for y'all to win games. Y'all haven't shown me shit to prove that y'all can win games. Win games. Win games, and I'll come out here with the same damn energy I have when we take losses. Win. But until y'all show me that, until y'all show me data to prove that y'all can be a winning franchise in 2024 and beyond, I'm going to go with the logic of with the data that you have shown me and that y'all ain't shit. And that this is going to be another 6, 7, 8, 9 win season, and we ain't going to be in the playoffs. We're not going to have a top pick. Well, hell, I'd rather at that point with all the data I see for us to finally bottom out and get rid of this goddamn regime. But in the interim, Mickey Loomis can once again have a hardcore reality of realizing here's what they think of you, Mickey. Free agents are using you and your franchise to get the goddamn Falcons to sign them. So there's only one solution. There's only one remedy for Mickey and them. You fucking win. Win this year by all odds and all means. Win. Because I'm tired of the goddamn excuses, and I'll be damned. I'll be damned if January comes and they got some more bullshit excuses if we don't make the playoffs. And we can talk about what we got to say what the context of the season is, and I get that. And when I calm down, I'll probably accept that logic better. But context, context. This is the NFL, not for long. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years that we're going on with this Dennis Allen bullshit. You got to win. I don't want no excuses. This is the team that you built. This is the quarterback that you picked. This is the offensive coordinator that you picked. This is the time that you and Mickey Loomis drafted. You got to win this year. And if not, we are going to look back at this past era of Dennis Allen and Mickey Loomis with so much regret and despair. And all of the goodwill that Mickey Loomis built up during the Sean Payton and Drew Brees era is going to damn near be washed away because everybody going to be like, well, goddamn, Drew Brees and Sean Payton carried your ass, Mickey. Because when your Hall of Fame quarterback and your Hall of Fame head coach left, you showed us that you ain't shit, but delusional and putting all your goddamn chips on Dennis fucking Allen. So win and shut me up. Win and shut everybody in the chat up. Win and shut everybody on Saints Twitter up. Win and shut up all those damn fans who came to the Superdome last year against the Lions and booed y'all. Shut us up. We want y'all to shut us up. Because right now, y'all ain't taking the heat from the goddamn Falcons fans. We are. Y'all taking our money. Y'all taking our money. We taking shit from the Falcons fans while y'all take our money. So win, Saints. Find a way to win this season. And I'll come right back on here in January and say, congratulations, and I apologize to you, Mickey Loomis and Dennis Allen, but I've said that for the past 3 years now, and y'all have never given me a goddamn reason to apologize. So that was my emergency pod. I just wanted to get that ran out. Some dark days, y'all. It's some dark days. When we come back on the Jono Barnes show on Tuesday, I'll give a more level-headed discussion about Justin Simmons picking the Falcons over the Saints. But that emotional, immediate reaction, this is raw. This is raw and this is real. This is raw and this is real. Again, it's just for me an optics thing. You know, it's one thing if we lose out to the Falcons, but we're coming off 10, 11 playoff win seasons, you know, like Mickey Loomis and Dennis Allen has established goodwill that I can be like, yeah, shit happens. We'll take a loss to the Falcons in free agency. It is what it is. Maybe they offered an extra $1 million or whatever. But when we are coming off, we haven't made the playoffs, y'all. No, we have not made the playoffs since 2020, since Drew Brees left, which what a fucking shock what everybody was telling us. Boy, Drew Brees is carrying this franchise, and we have shown nothing to disprove that. I'm getting tired. It's been 4 years going on, calendar years, that we have seen a playoff game in New Orleans. Not even in New Orleans, just on a goddamn TV screen with the Saints playing in it. I'm tired. I'm fed up. Truth is, I'm tired. And I'm tired of taking losses in the field and off the field to the Falcons of all teams. That's when it gets personal, Mickey. That's when it gets personal. You let the Falcons lap you up. So make me look stupid. Make the playoffs this year, Saints. And we'll watch the Falcons do a typical Atlanta Falcons bullshit, because they will. They will. I hope Falcons fans don't take this as me thinking that, oh, they are going to be a great team. I mean, they might win the NFC South. God bless them. They ain't going to no Super Bowl. We're always going to have that over them. I mean, well, the one great thing about the Falcons is that they set the bar extremely low for us as a franchise, that even through these dark days that we are in right now, we can always count on being able to talk shit to the Falcons fans because their franchise is just so low. And they will be low again, trust me. They'll have their highs right now. They'll get their trash talk off. They'll have their hype for the 2024 season. But one thing the Falcons are going to do is the Falcons are going to Falcon. So that's my glass half full for this season. Even whatever happens with the Saints, even if we do have a bad season or if we have another mediocre 7 or 8 win season, I know one thing. I'm going to be able to count on at some point, the Falcons are going to Falcon. But it's just bad optics right now for the Saints. Your coach apologizes to these dumbasses at the end of the season when he finally had some goodwill. We finally had some, oh shit, look at Dennis Allen running up to score in Atlanta. That's how you win over the Saints fan base. You say, no, I don't want to win over the Saints fan base. I'm sorry, Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith ain't even a damn coach no more. And you apologize to that man like a goddamn punk ass bitch. And now you lose out on Justin Simmons to them. The one good PR that you are finally going to build with this dejected ass fan base was saying, oh, look, y'all, we signed Justin Simmons. Get hyped up for boss 3 weeks in a row. Get hyped up. And y'all lost out to the Falcons. And you expect me not to be mad, to not be disappointed, to not be delusional? Hell, already we're not making the playoffs for 3 straight years. You're damn right I'm delusional. You're damn right I'm mad. So find a way to win, Saints. Find a way to win. And I always remember, in good times and in bad, it's shit more than a game.